Standing still is not an option if you want to remain relevant. Price erosion. Again, standing still when we've got price erosion going on around us. And price erosion is driven largely because of more competition entering the market can often drive price down. Inferior quality of componentry or raw materials may also drive the price down. It might be that a competitor of yours is innovating and able to actually offer the solution to your customer at a lower price point, and therefore you're ending up with price erosion as well. What can you do to remain relevant? Well, usually you have to find a really key distinction that encourages the customer to pay more for your product or service, or you have to meet the market where it's at and drop your prices. So price erosion is another hidden cost of standing still. Are you finding that in your business at the moment? Have you had to have some reviews of pricing? And maybe that's because you might be standing still. Missed opportunities. This one's really hard to spot, isn't it, in the moment? Missed opportunities in hindsight, however, are really easy to spot if only we'd done this. So if you find yourself in your business thinking about those if only kind of situations, if only we'd done this, if only we'd gone down this pathway, it's a good time now to stop and think about what caused us to make the decision or take the decision that we did, and what have we learned since with this benefit of hindsight? Because missed opportunities are often because organizations are paralyzed by fear of what might be. So we really want to be able to explore opportunities that come our way in a way that's managed and the risk is managed. And the last one I want to talk about is talent attrition. And I think it's perhaps the most saddest, and certainly the work that I do in culture and organizational culture, this one really does break my heart. And talent attrition is the result of those people that you fought really hard for to get, that top talent that you were so thrilled to have hired. They're top talent because of a reason. And that is that they are continually looking for the next edge, the next advantage that they can take to grow and develop themselves. And they take pride in being at the top of their game. Now, if you're standing still and not moving with the times, not moving with your markets, this group of talent, these people in your teams that are high performers, are going to be the first to walk out the door. They're going to be the ones that are saying, you know what, my growth is becoming stagnant here as well. I need to go and find a greener field where I can continue to grow and continue to move with the market. It's incredibly important to them and part of their very identity. And so if you're starting to see some of those key people walking out the door, it's perhaps a sign that you, or they're perceiving that you as a business are standing still. So which one of these do you think is potentially a hidden cost for you? Is there an emerging theme coming through that some of these things are happening to you as a business? Are you even aware of some of these things? Are you keeping an eye out for these things? Are you looking for these sorts of indicators in your business? Because it's a sign that you're not keeping up with the pace of innovation and change within your industry and your market. All right. So what price are you paying? Just have a think for a moment. What price are you actually paying? Now, it's not all doom and gloom. There is some great strategies for sustaining growth when you're even in a saturated market. I'm not going to talk about mature markets today because that's a little bit deeper, because in mature markets, we need to focus almost more on reinvention than we do on, for example, disruption. But let's take a look at saturated markets, which I think a lot of people are finding themselves in. What are some of the strategies that we can employ in a saturated market to help our businesses to grow? The first one is one that most people reach to, and that's that diversification of our product or our portfolio. But when we're thinking about it in terms of innovation, we're thinking deeper than just saying, I'm going to create this product in perhaps another colorway, a different material, those sorts of things. We're really thinking about our customer group, the people that we service, and what else might they also be interested in. I think a great example of this comes from the food and beverage market, and how so many of those large beverage lines started coming out with a wellness portfolio, a wellness range of beverages, drinks and beverages, because they saw their market shifting, particularly if you think of those large kind of soft drink companies and stuff. When sugar started to become such a terrible thing that people were realizing had some really negative effects on their health, these big, large organizations started acquiring smaller kind of boutique companies that had wellness drinks that they could start to include into their portfolio.